Hello, and welcome to part 2 of the challenges government contact centers have been facing. In today's video, we will uncover the business challenges governments are dealing with and how to overcome them.
One of the things that contact center software can help with is multi-channel contact handling. So as we mentioned, the differences in the technology and the changes that have been happening in our environment, citizens are expecting more options when they deal with governments, and channels such as voice, email, chat, texting, they're often siloed in different systems, and or even if they're offered at all, because not everyone is offering all the different channels yet. But when you combine those channels into one platform, such as ICE, governments can see gains in agent productivity, and the combined reporting really does allow for true agent workload to be reported on more easily. So then you really get a good grasp of how many contacts are coming in, what is the workload, if you do need to adjust your staffing levels, things like that, it's a little bit easier to manage.
And it's all within like a unified platform, it's easy to navigate.
Absolutely. You don't have to go to 3 different platforms or more to be able to gather the information that you need. It's all in one. There's also the ability to integrate with other reporting platforms if you're using something like a Power BI, and then you can merge the ICE data with your own database information from your ticketing systems or things like that. So really is a powerful tool once you have everything integrated together.
Great.
Another environment that I found was challenging for government is also credit card handling. So the security requirements around credit card handling are even stronger or stricter due to the PCI compliant requirements. So that can always be a challenge. So one of the options within our ICE platform is using ICE Pay. And ICE Pay is a secure and fully PCI compliant method of allowing callers to enter credit card information without the agent ever having access to that information. So this really frees up the organization to perhaps allow people to work from home because there's less concern about having a call that would be handling a credit card payment.
Right.
Another challenge would be automation. So this is really an area of opportunity, endless opportunity, really. So whenever possible, what would be great to see is governments adopting automation for any routine functions, and then that will free up their staff to be able to handle the more complex cases. A good example would be automating like an outbound call campaign. So if you're doing appointment reminders or payment reminders, as opposed to manually making outbound calls, there are tools available. ICE Alert is the name of the one on the Computer Talk platform, and it allows governments to automate the type of communication, including the method of communication as well. So whether you want that to be a voice call or an email or SMS, you can create these campaigns and have these outbound automated notification reminders. Another example of automation would be to consider the use of chatbots or speech analytics. Those are all new items that are coming out and being adopted more and more within the contact center industry.
Just one question, actually. So what are the benefits of a chatbot and other self-service tools?
So similar to what we were talking about earlier is to allow the agents to only handle the calls or contacts that would need their assistance. So if there are general questions that a chatbot can answer, like an FAQ, things like that, that they would be able to then use the chatbot, maybe get updates, maybe there's some type of database dip if, maybe it's a service desk and they want a current status on a ticket, they'd be able to provide that status through a chatbot. So that really helps alleviate the contacts to the contact center agents themselves.
Great.
Another one we can talk about is the turnover in a contact center. So we were just talking about the staff and trying to, limit the type of contacts that come to them so that, they're using their skills and knowledge in a more I guess at a higher level. But one of the things that not just government contact centers, but contact centers in general, and even companies in general these days, is the turnover with their staff. So using a cloud-based solution that we talked about at the infrastructure level, it really does allow governments to quickly configure and train new agents, and that speeds up the onboard time. So if you do have someone that leaves and you can replace them, sometimes it's just finding and recruiting staff that takes longer. Exactly. But once you have that body, you want to get them online as soon as possible. And, really with cloud-based contact center solution, it's easy to update, configure. We provide e-learning. We can, it's very easy, intuitive to use. And then the contact center platform itself will actually, because it offers work from home, it actually allows the organization to provide a more flexible scheduling option. And if that agent does prefer working from home, maybe it's hybrid, maybe it's work from home remote, that can be a factor in retaining that employee. So, not having to come into the office every day might actually be a reason why they stay longer with that organization. I know that governments in general sometimes can be really hesitant to embrace telework because they don't want to give up that control. But by leveraging tools like Ice Manager, the Ice Manager suite, they do have the ability to monitor activity real time. There's, they can record calls, they can do screen recording, they can report on productivity using all of our data points. So they really can embrace having these agents doing the telework and being able to kind of have that win-win situation. So, and that's really the goal, right? Is to be able to provide better service and get the citizens the services that they're looking for.
Awesome. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks. You too.